Hey everyone, we are the Gratitude Girls.
The gratitude girls are in the house. I'm smiling because I just got the best compliment. That's so amazing. I love when people say nice things to us. And Laurie, thank you for being the person to deliver that message to me because you just put a smile on my head, my heart. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. We need a reason to smile and we need a good reason to feel good. And you just gave me one. So we're here today to discuss with you. Well, we're here to give you a very good training and to uplift you. So, finding gratitude in times of change. That could be at any time of the year. Right now, we are in times of change, but that applies to all times. Sometimes we're in a rut, and times of change mean that we're getting out of that rut. Times of change could mean that we have a fantastic, exciting moment ahead of us. That's times of change. Sometimes they're imposed upon us because that's the way things happen. And that's times of change. And we want to talk to you about finding gratitude in all of these times. And let's talk about today. When you are in gratitude and you find happiness, you are in that. It's sort of like going into the swimming pool or the ocean. You're sort of getting in there. You're not thinking about anything else. You're immersing yourself. So when we immerse ourselves in this gratitude, it encompasses us. It is around us, it's underneath us, it's through us. There's really no room for anything else to get in. What I love about gratitude is it's really sticky and it really gets close to us. And when you're in gratitude and you practice and you think those thoughts and you always think about what am I grateful for today in detail, when you find that gratitude in times of change, it will lift you up. Just like this message that Laurie just gave me. Lift me. I forgot about everything. I just thought about that amazing, amazing comment and thought, wow, I feel great. Imagine we're going to have to talk to each other more than once a day now, Laurie.
That's right.
So having a good friend say something nice is really a way to find gratitude in times of change. I definitely say buddy up with someone positive, buddy up with someone who lifts you up. When I hear negativity, I sort of shut it down. Like if you could hear a noise, if I could do an audible, I shut it down. I don't let it get into my head because I don't want to have to cope with it and I don't want to have to push it out. So if there's negativity, I will find a way to remove myself from that. I don't try to change the world because trying doesn't do anything anyway. I remove myself from the situation. So finding gratitude, an attitude of gratitude in times of change is what you do with yourself and the decisions and the choices that we make. There's my New York accent slipping out. The choices that you make, it, those are the ways that you can find yourself in a different space. So if you have a friend like I do with Laurie, and if you have a friend who lifts you up and says things to you that make you feel so amazing, you will be able to find gratitude in times of change. Thank you, Laurie.
Yes, you're very welcome. It's funny, I almost forgot that and I just remembered, yeah, right before coming on the show, and I was like, I've got to take 2 minutes and just tell her really quick because that was important to share.
Thank you. Thank you. What do you do when you're looking at maybe it's a business situation? Because that's something else that we could discuss, and you're not sure how that's going to go, where that's going to go. I know that I'm always working on my affirmation and I never give up on a prayer. Never. And I am writing the best possible outcome for myself. And sometimes people say, how is that going to happen? What does that do? Well, we know that it happens. But if someone is more left brain and says, I'm not understanding that, I don't do that, I don't see how it works, give me science. Let's talk about speaking to that person. Okay. So finding gratitude in times of change. We can take that approach where put all the cards on the table, so to speak. If you have something that you can tangibly look, whether it's a bill or it's a business plan or it's your employees, if you have it on your computer, but we'll say put it on the table, if you could assess the situation and then look at the best possible outcome. So if you have this many bills and this many employees and this much income, We have to sift through that and make a shift. So Laurie and I can certainly walk you through it and work through it. I just want to mix up my words. So if you need that visualization of what is it, let me look at it, then put it all out there. I do this coaching, Laurie, as we do with our clients. And if you forget to put something in, then you need to put it all out there. You really need to take a look at it. Because if you say, well, no, that really doesn't count, it does. So in order to find gratitude, you need to see what the situation is. If you're not going to have the strong belief, if that's a different part of you and that's not what we're talking about, if you need to see the science of it, then look at the black and white aspect. Laurie and I can talk to you about how to do that. If you need a program or you need a book and a pencil, I'm Sicilian. You need a napkin and a pencil, and that's how you can solve the problems of life. One napkin, one pencil, it's done. I've bought houses on a napkin. I've sold houses on a napkin. I know we need legal contracts, but you can figure a lot out when you're real with yourself. And if you need some assistance with that, we can certainly help you with the reality of getting real, because we won't let anything slip by. You might want to stash it somewhere, but we'll talk to you about that. I think that's another way to look at finding gratitude in times of change. Know where you're at. Don't do that, put it under the carpet or put your head in the sand, or that's not really going to get you anywhere, because when you do immerse, it's still going to be there, and maybe it'll be there without being looked after. And that's never a good thing to do, right? You wouldn't let your car run out of gas and then get up and walk away from it. So we're not going to walk away from our responsibilities. Laurie, what do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely. Well, and also it's like, a lot of times when you're in that moment and you feel like you're drowning in whatever those things are that's going on in your life, whatever type of drama or tragedy or whatever it may be, a lot of times when you're in that, it's hard to see that light at the end of the tunnel, right? Or see where you can make your way up to see that sunlight or find your way up that ladder, right? And so a lot of times if you reach out to someone and you just talk to and share about what's going on in your head, they're not in that, so they can look at it from the outside in. And so that's where a lot of times we can come into play, and we can help someone to feel better and see that. And we might be able to see something that they can't see from at this point where they're standing, right? Like the 2-year-old and her daddy that's 6'5", right? He can see stuff that she can't see when she's like, Daddy, I'm scared, I can't go forward, right? So that's the same thing with us as adults. A lot of times we, in that moment, we might not be able to see something that someone else might be able to see if we just share a little bit. You not talk about your drama and your dirty laundry to the world, right? But to someone that's a trusted confidant, a coach, somebody that you can go to and share it with, that can give you that perspective and that insight, that's also actually been trained in those areas to be able to help you. And they a lot of times can see your situation, and then just a lot of times it's just giving a little bit different perspective, right? And that's just going to help you to actually see that light a little bit more.
Laurie, it's far better to deal with it than to walk away from it. And you're right, find a trusted confidant, find a coach, someone that you trust, that you could allow yourself to be yourself and be open. Because if you do that, if you find yourself in times of change, and we all are finding ourselves in times of change, and we all find someone to be open with and to have an uplifting conversation and to be real with, that combination will certainly give you the information you need and then take the action steps. So it's face it, deal with it, and then take a step. If it's one step, great. If you want to jump and leap, fantastic, but take a step in the direction so that you are not staying in that same place. At these times of change, reach out to someone. If you don't have anyone, reach out to us. If you do have someone, reach out to us, because we can be another third party to listen to you. Well, actually, we'll be a third and fourth party. Look at that. That's fantastic. I love that. So we're here to listen to you and find someone who's a good listener, and certainly someone who's qualified and certified in the subject that you're talking about. Because you know what they say, right? Like you wouldn't bring your car problem to someone who isn't a mechanic. So if you're talking about a coaching situation, personal growth, go to someone who has the experience and who's qualified in that, so that you take the step in the right direction with all the information that you need. And during these times of change, we wish you love, and we wish you happiness, and we wish you good, peaceful, introspective, and remember to breathe. It's really important to do that. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe through it. There is no other option but to breathe through it. And we're here for you. And we're here in any capacity that you want. You can find us on our website. You can find us in our coaching. You can find us right here. And I'll let Laurie give you the rest of the details of how you can reach us. But we are certainly happy to be here for you at this time if you find yourself in times of change.
Yes, absolutely. So yes, if you want to send us a message, ask us a question, tell us something that you're going through, whatever it is that you want to share with us, go to facebook.com/gratitude girls and hit message right there. And that will send a message to both of us. Make sure you leave your contact information of how you want us to get back with you and reach out back to you. And then also, yes, you can see us on our gratitudegirls.com page. We do lots of coaching, training, lots of our shows that we do where we interview other people, lots of information that you can get there all the time. And then one last thing on top of breathing, like Kathryn said, oxygen is so good to build that into your body. It helps you to fight disease and sickness. So definitely for right now, that is a perfect thing, but of course, always. And then if you haven't done it, one of my big major things is start a gratitude journal. And
Yes.
every single day, just write 5 things specific and in detail that happened that day that you're grateful and thankful for. Whether it's you found a roll of toilet paper at the grocery store or a bag of frozen peas or whatever it is, just little things, but write 5 things a day. And as you go through that, when you do have those different times, troubled times, hard times, if you read back in your journal, you're going to see how really blessed you are. And you're going to quickly be able to get yourself back into that gratitude mindset. Thank you so much, everybody. We will see you right here next month. Have a great week. Thanks so much.
Thank you.